What the actual flying feathers is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually on the roads. I realized that I have just been making tier lists. So I could literally not even be a licensed driver and still be telling you guys how to drive. I could not even have a car and still tell you guys how to drive, which is ridiculous. So today we are on the roads, on the streets, and yeah. Today we're talking about the 4 pillars of a good driver, okay? In my mind, there are 4 things that make a good driver. So today we're going over all 4 of them. It's really not that hard, okay, guys? What you gotta understand about good driving is it's not super complicated. It's just people are ignorant. People don't take the time to learn the basics on the road. But if you wanna be a good driver, if you actually wanna be someone that just knows what to do behind the wheel, it is not hard. You do not have to be old. You don't have to have years of experience. Anybody can do it, okay? If you're a 17-year-old novice driver, you can do it. The first way you can be a good driver is predictability, okay? A lot of you guys make it so hard for other people to guess what you're doing behind the wheel. The goal of being a predictable driver is for other drivers to always know what you're gonna do before you do it. What is the best way to do this, okay? You ready for it? This is revolutionary. You're only gonna hear this here. It's signaling. That's right, guys. Using your turn signal. I'm gonna make this turn here, put on my turn signal. Now notice what I did, all right? Before you click off, notice what I did that most people don't do. I signaled before I braked for my turn, before I actually went into the turning lane. I signaled before I did that. And this is what a lot of people get wrong about signaling and why people are signaling, but they're not predictable. You have to signal a few seconds before you make any change in your regular driving. Before you brake to make a turn, before you actually hop in the turning lane, make your signal first. A signal is a warning ahead of time to show drivers that you're gonna do something irregular. This is why it's really frustrating when people just throw on their signal as they're doing their action, as they're changing lanes, as they're making a turn. And sometimes even after. Some people will slam on the brakes, you'll have no idea why they're doing it, and then they'll throw on their signal last second and be like, oh, that was for turning, by the way. What is the point of that? Somebody tell me, why would you even signal at that point? There's no use. You have to be signaling ahead of time to say, hey, this is what I'm doing before I do it, okay? It's that simple. It is literally that simple. People are such slow drivers here. Actually, he's technically going the limit. Guys, the limit on this road, 40 kilometers per hour, not miles. 40 kilometers per hour. This is actually insane. I don't even think I can stay in third gear without lugging. Like, this is ridiculous. It is what it is, man. But yeah, the main way to be predictable is simply just signaling before you do something. It seems so basic, but I swear about 50% of people I see driving don't even have this, don't even do this at all. And people who actually do it consistently, people who actually know how to signal properly consistently, maybe 20%. You'd be so surprised how far this can set you above the average driver if you just signal before you do anything else. Other ways you can be predictable, just maintain a proper speed. Don't speed up when it's straight and then like slow the hell down when it's on a corner and like slam on your brakes. Obviously be careful on blind corners, but just maintaining a proper consistent speed is great. By the way, this is the dumbest playground zone I've ever seen. You're gonna see the playground here. I've never seen a kid at this playground zone. Let's just have a look. Yep, nobody. It's a dead playground. Beautiful view, but dead playground. But yeah, just be predictable, be consistent, and signal properly. I guarantee that will put you above so many other drivers and it will prevent so many crashes, okay? That is the first pillar. It's super simple, but so many people have not been doing it. Our second pillar is defensive driving. This one is huge, okay? Defensive driving is essentially constantly saying, what could possibly go wrong currently, and how can I mentally be prepared for that to happen, right? So for example, this guy could dart out on the street, right? One of these construction workers could just start crossing. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna watch out for that. I'm gonna be prepared mentally for when/if that happens. Another thing here, right? We're crossing a blind corner. I know there's a plaza here. I'm prepared for someone to pull out and cut me off. I'm mentally prepared to slam on the brakes. A lot of you guys think safe driving is simply just going slow, and you know, some of it is being careful about the speed you're going in certain circumstances, but a lot of it is just mental. A lot of it's thinking mentally, what could possibly go wrong here and how can I mitigate that? What I'm trying to say is a lot of people just go slow for the sake of being slow and not actually think like, wait, what could go wrong? And that mentality is gonna save you way more than simply just going slow. In fact, often going too slow can be more dangerous, but this defensive driving mentality is key. All these driveways here, I'm thinking any car at any moment could pull out. You just have to mentally be ready for that. That is all defensive driving is. Don't overcomplicate it. And most of the time, it's not that many things that could go wrong. Really, it's just in a pedestrian area, it's a pedestrian randomly crossing. In a blind corner, it's a car pulling out and cutting you off. Blind corner, I'm thinking maybe this car might want to turn and he might cut me off. I'm mentally ready for that. That's all it is, guys. All it is. If you actually do defensive driving, man, you will save yourself so many times. I have prevented like probably 2 or 3 like pretty much near major accidents because of defensive driving. Another thing, sorry about the glare here. It's probably like invisible on this side. If I'm at a big intersection, especially like this one, looking both ways is huge. So what I'm gonna do, look both ways before I cross an intersection, especially a major one like this. I'm gonna be prepared for this truck to just go out and cut me off. All of that you gotta be looking ahead for. Especially intersections, guys, the amount of people that purposely or accidentally run reds is insane. So you gotta be prepared for that, just simply looking both ways. That's another defensive driving technique. Speaking of being prepared, if you wanna be prepared for your car to smell a million times better and prepared to get so many more friends because of how good your car smells and get all the women in the world because they wanna be in your car, get Jimmy Sheets. This is our air freshener here. Good driver on one side. I'm looking at the road, by the way. I'm just showing the camera. Jimmy Drives on the other, my logo. It looks clean. It smells amazing. Get these down below. They're live now. Also, guys, if you couldn't tell, I have a Miata. I was gonna make like a video about it, but I realized it's just an old NB Miata, so there's not really any point to making a dedicated video. But man, these things are fun. Oh my goodness, dude, I love these things. Ignore this. I still have to install the bracket for it to hold it in place, so it's just kind of flopping there. It does work though. I had to replace the head unit. So the previous owner put like some Temu screen in it, and it was the worst thing ever. So I had to replace the head unit. Still waiting on the part for that. Blind corner here. I'm gonna be defensive. I'm gonna be defensive. Boom. Not even like slowing down like crazy. Obviously, yes, go an appropriate speed, but still like just have the mentality, and that's like 80% of the game right there. That's 80% of how you can be safe. It's a tight corner, dude. I think I've been on this road a couple times. It's insane, what a find. Our next virtue of a good driver is patience. A lot of you guys are way too impatient on the road. Simply just, okay, whenever you feel like doing something sporadic, making a pass when you shouldn't, passing one more car before your highway exit instead of just ducking in the right lane early, just take a deep breath and think, what do I really gain from this? What is the best thing that could happen, and what's the worst thing that could happen? And usually when you run that little cost benefit there, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Some of the probably nearest misses I've had on the road back when I was a newer driver is just from being impatient, just from like thinking, oh, I can pass one more car and you have to merge 2 lanes to get your off ramp. Just doing dumb stuff like that. And all those times it was never worth it. Yes, I didn't crash, but it was never worth it. So just always be saying to yourself, is what I'm about to do that might be a result of my impatience worth it? And that can save you so many times. The other thing is road rage. Patience saves you from road rage. Road rage is running rampant, and it is the reason so many people are reckless on the road, do stupid stuff. If you can simply just take deep breaths, if someone cuts you off or if someone does you wrong, simply just breathe and say, it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. And this person's probably just having a bad day. If you almost feel bad for them and be like, why are they raging? Like, I hope they're chilling. You know what I mean? Sounds really weird, but just trust me, you will be okay. All right. That's all there is to it. Patience is huge. And all these things are mentality things because your mindset is really all you need. You need a good mind when you're driving. That's it, okay? Now the final thing is not really a mindset thing, it is simply just highway etiquette in general, okay? Now there are 2 things. First of all, when you're going on an on-ramp, like this red car is right here, you want to speed up so you match the speed of traffic around you. Or if I was to come on the on-ramp here, I would gun it so that I'm going the same speed as people around me. This is so I'm not merging at a slower speed. And when you try and merge on the highway at a slower speed, it is incredibly dangerous. The cars on the highway will either have to brake, which is not good on a highway, spontaneous braking, or you will have to brake and almost come to a complete stop, which means you killed all the momentum you had, and you're also stopping people behind you. So now you have this big chain of cars that is stopped on the highway. And if you can't see why that's dangerous, that might be an issue. And the other thing is lane etiquette. As you can see, I'm in the right lane, not the passing lane. Why is that? I'm not passing anyone. Even though I'm technically speeding right now, only by a bit, I am not in the passing lane because I am not passing, okay? And I could be going twice as fast as I am now. I wouldn't be doing that because that's illegal and we don't promote that here on the channel. But I could theoretically be doing that and I still would not be justified to go in the left lane. Now, when are you allowed to be in the left lane then? Simply when you are actively passing people at a good pace. And by a good pace, I mean no one's waiting to pass faster behind you, okay? So if I'm passing people going 80 at 85, that's fine until someone comes up behind me wanting to pass said people at 95. Then it's no longer justified because you do not set a speed in the passing lane. You do not decide the speed in the passing lane. If you are so paranoid about speed, right, that you want to stay just on 85, that's great, but only use the passing lane when there's no one that wants to pass faster than you behind you, if that makes sense. All right, there we go. This chap right here, I don't know if he just wants to make the exit, but he's moving out of the way when he's done passing because he knows I'm behind him. This is a good driver right here. This CRV, legendary. And if there's someone behind me and I was wanting to pass, I would let them move by. You can still pass at whatever speed you want to, but just make sure you let people by that want to pass faster than you. That's all there is to it. See, now I'm leaving this lane because I'm not actively passing someone. I made a whole video on this before, but it is a huge issue and a huge component of being a good driver, simply understanding merging onto highways and the passing lane structure of highways. That's all there is to it. Now I'm done filming. I'm going to get myself an iced coffee. Not at all, no points. Just a small caramelized coffee, please. Thank you so much. Okay guys, I'm gonna sit here and drink this. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you apply these 4 things and I'll see you in the next one. Peace guys, bye-bye.